Hey everybody, welcome back for another inning of Fantasy Basebrawl. Again, I'm Naz. Today we're going to be using, we're going to be looking at a deck that I put together a while ago, probably around the time of Duskmourn. Haven't really improved it much since then. I admit I was kind of pressed for time today, so I just kind of brought this one out, dusted it off a little bit. Again, a lot of these decks that I've been uploading initially, I'll probably be making improvements to later with, the updated sets. A lot of these are really fun to play. So you got your commander, Arabella, Abandoned Doll. Whenever she attacks, deals X damage to each opponent, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control with power 2 or less. So to that end, you've got a lot in this deck that's obviously not going to have a lot of power. You got cheap, effective creatures. Stuff to create more creatures. You have enchantments that'll bring out, make more tokens. The Dollmaker's Shop / Porcelain Gallery is a really great, left hook out of nowhere. A lot of times, the opponent won't realize what you're doing, and then you'll just unlock, especially late game, if you got a lot of tokens, and then you bring out the Porcelain Gallery. If you haven't casted his Dollmaker's Shop yet, all of a sudden your opponent's staring down an army of 7/7s. And there's pretty much nothing he'll be able to do. We do have board sweepers that would theoretically wipe out, your opponent's creatures and leaving yours unharmed, depending on the way you do it. Yep. But again, you got things you can really get a lot of use out of that are, fairly low in power. I don't know what we're going to see during this playthrough. I took it out for a test drive about an hour ago. If you can get this combined with Arabella, it starts getting really brutal. But again, just things to, try to get Arabella to attack without having to worry about being, blocked or, give her hexproof, things like that. Because a lot of times you may only want to be attacking with Arabella. You got the Springleaf Drum. It's on the side. If you want to take a look at this deck list real quick before we start, we'll get going here in a minute. All right. So without further ado, let's play Brawl. Got Helga's Skittish Seers. Looks like gonna be casting a lot of high value mana. It's a decent hand. Get the Esper Sentinel out first. Next turn, we're going to have the Ocelot Pride out. That'll start creating tokens. If my hunch is right, he hasn't... Yeah, got it definitely. He might have a board sweeper, but... If your opponent really has no answer at the beginning of the match, you're probably going to overrun them with this deck. Which is why I held off on casting these two. All right, no help there. I can cast... Gonna ram through next turn with here. Tempted just so he can't play extra lands. But let's hold off. can tell by my pet here that I haven't that I made this deck a while ago. He might have that card in his hand, the one that returns all attacking creatures. So I'm going to go ahead and leave. And right there, this should kill him. Yeah, he's already good game. Yeah, you want to play very aggressively with this deck. I don't think there are many instances where I played this in test driving it today where holding off was a good idea. I wouldn't necessarily call this particular commander all or nothing, but the strategy definitely is all or nothing. Just rush in, pressure the enemy. This should be a decent opening hand. Chance for Glory can be great if played at the right time. See what he has next. Maybe another. Oof, that's pretty good. All right. Don't want that thing growing too big. Again, no point in holding off, trying to ping through as much damage as possible. Interesting, I didn't play any life gain decks against any life gain decks earlier today, so I don't know what's in store for me. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and destroy... Actually... Let's get the 1/1 counter on everything. grow out of control pretty quick. Yeah, without a... Well, I'll hopefully get a board sweep here. I could chance for glory. All he's going to do is just gain life anyway. Get out Tajik. I don't think that'll do anything either. At least I'll get more creatures on the board. Yeah, see, I don't have a choice. He's going to gain 5 life for this. If I could have got one more land. I don't think I'm winning this. I might as well just go balls to the wall here. He's got so much life gain on the table, I can't get around that. And again, no land. Yeah, no land. We'll see. I don't think I can win this. Just couldn't get that 5th land. I'm not going to be able to do, 21 damage with this attack. Just no way. Couldn't overcome it. Couldn't overcome the, couldn't overcome getting, choked out of lands. Couldn't do anything more. Happens. Even some spot removal would have helped. We got a mill deck going. So let's see where he goes with this one. Okay, this one might... Let's see. I could go for it. Get enough mana out. Yeah, let's just go for it. Although he is on the draw. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but it's alright. see if he's the all-or-nothing Brewvac deck, which is just basically nothing but Brewvac and the Petitioners. Just runs, you know, a bunch of Petitioners in the deck. Ooh, no, he's actually trying to do something different. Some kind of counter in this hand. I would imagine, anyway. I can't kill off Brewvac if I attack, so might as well try to get some free life out of it, create some tokens. Unless he bounces it. He taps out for the next turn. He's going to be... Oof. Very interesting. I could sucker him into... Like I said, I'm almost positive he's got... Well, I can't... Yeah, let's get that counter spell out of his hand. I'm curious as to what he has in his hand that he's holding priority on. Again, just trying to sneak as much damage through as possible. Still a ways off from being able to hit with something along the lines of River's Rebuke or that one overload spell that returns everything to your opponent's hand. Oh, he just got land screwed. I could play this, but I'd rather... get one free damage for coming out. We'll trigger that, but... I was wondering when he was going to use that. Oh, he's hoping for that Teresian Mindbreaker. Could bring out Arabella again. If he attacks the Mindbreaker, I'm dead. Maybe I can get into some Swords to Plowshares or something. I'm not going to let him. Ridiculous. You know, let's go for it. Ruin Blaster's great, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and keep Untimely Malfunction. It actually has saved my butt more often than I'd like to admit. Okay. Just didn't get it soon enough. There's the wrist stick. Free piece of card draw here, but that's all right. Of course, he'll probably... I don't know. I was going to say he's probably going to draw into a bolt or something, but... Sentinel, okay. I want to keep this up. See, I don't know how this works. It's Cyclonic Rift. That's what I thought the card I was thinking of in... Yeah, see, it doesn't count. God, it's brutal. Well, I'll get my pound of flesh. start chump blocking his prowess-fueled creatures. You might have been destructible, but I don't need to worry about that. Pay the tax. I honestly thought when he searched out with this, I thought he was going to find something to exile the Taunter. Wouldn't do any good to block this with Trample. He only needs to assign 1 damage. So theoretically, all I have to do is swing. I'll just fight one of his tokens, theoretically. Yeah, I mean, you can't always just... With this deck, you don't always just steamroll. I mean, I got off to a really great start, but in the end, I had to, you know, rely on trying to gimmick around with this thing. Again, I don't know why he ignored the indestructible, you know, creature that can essentially get free damage at his face. He could have searched out something like, you know, any number of auras that can exile a creature or prevent it from activating its abilities. So I don't know why he went with, indestructible for the Mithril Coat. Issa and Geralf. So I'm assuming that this is some sort of, yeah, some kind of self-milling deck. Only costs 4, so I can nail it down with Skyclave. I'll go ahead and let's go for it. Yeah, I can take some damage. I don't like that he's getting card draw, though. I would expect... Yep. Okay, I gotta do this carefully. I do not want to... First, we're going to bring out Arabella. And the Skyclave Apparition to lock down Megissa and Geralf disappear. Now I've got lethal for the Tomebound Lich if it attacks again. Also, this guy doesn't realize that when this goes away, all that's going to happen is going to create a 4/4 token. And he'll never be able to get his commander back. I'd say there's a 50-50 chance he just rages right now. I'm going to go ahead and put a Wicked roll. Yeah, there. You saw it was coming. If I put a Wicked roll, that would have made Arabella a 2/4, along with the Raging Battle Mouse a 3/5, which meant he couldn't block it with this to chump and kill it. He'd have to sack the Tomebound Lich, and I would have just swung with everything in. Obviously, the big thing, his big mistake was he didn't realize... with the Skyclave Apparition, you have to really pay attention. It doesn't just come back. It comes back as a token, leaving the original permanent exiled. If you've been watching this channel since I started it, well, not, you know, this these series of videos since I started, I use this in my Squall deck because, again, I would rather you have a 3/3 token than something that costs, 3 that's, or in this case, I'd rather you have a 4/4 token than to have your commander if you didn't realize, again, that was my opponent's mistake. No real good mana options here. This is better. Against Elspeth. Ooh. God, maybe... I hate to mulligan into something worse. I'd like to have some enchantment destruction in hand, but I'm just going to try to get stuff out as fast as I can. He's either got Once Upon a Time or Pact of Negation. Or, God, what's that card? You can evoke it and exile a creature when it hits the battlefield. Celestis, alright. Bring this out first. Then we'll go ahead and tap it to get out the Esper Sentinel. Draw a card. Get another land. There's Pact of Negation. I don't know why you'd use it on that. There's a lot of other better spells to use it on. So he has to waste any top decks into that. That's amazing. Of course, you probably didn't count on this. I honestly thought when he brought out the Titan, he was going to give it a shield counter. That'd probably be the best thing to get rid of. I have to be able to do 8 damage to this guy. Now, luckily, I think I can do that. I finally got... Oh, now he knows. Lights out. Got good sweeps, but too much expensive. Let's go with the ball again. Not much better here. I guess I could keep and hold out for hopefully enough to cast Captain Storm. Do it. Skrelv, that way I can start, if he has any spot removal, can protect something, or force him to use spot removal on Skrelv. Oh, he's got a counter. If I wasn't recording for you guys, I would rage right now. I despise this spell. I really do. There's a reason why it was never reprinted, and I wish they had never brought it back. Yeah, I'm salty. Ridiculous. Again, I hate this thing. It's way too overpowered, and it almost 9 times out of 10 you always see it by, what was that, turn 4, and it just gives such a huge mana advantage to the opponent. It's broken. Like I said, 99 out of 100. I just rage the minute it's cast. In fact, I don't even use it in my decks for the most part. I don't even think I have it. There's a lot of cards I don't really use because I think they're just too overwhelmingly too powerful. They sway the game far too quickly. And it's not fun. I got Zell dinked. Final Fantasy VIII. This just got banned.
And the umpire calls him
Scoops.
out at the plate, ending the ball game.
You know, a little side trivia here. Zell dinked. Obviously, Final Fantasy VIII is from the same game as Squall. I don't know why they don't have him as a human mercenary monk, because in that game he's also a mercenary. He's part of Squall's team. I also, I mean, I don't know how I'm going to put this. I mean, I'm not trying to slam the Final Fantasy set. Overall, I enjoy it. I think there's a lot of flavor, though. A lot of flavor and color fails in that series. I can see Zell being red. I just don't see it. His ability, like, dependent on lands. I just don't grasp that. I think if anything, he was more like into artifacts and stuff. It's been a while since I played the game, I admit. For that matter, you know, the Tifa from the same set, again, I don't know why she gets abilities based on lands. I mean, she lives in Midgar. She's not, up until she meets Cloud, she's not the traveling type, so I don't know. Again, that's just my own personal input. Nothing really great here. It's better, but... That's a new commander. I don't think I've seen this one yet. I don't like having 2 tap lands in a row. This is much better. I don't think I'm going to need Chance for Glory in this. I mean, it's good. It's good to have. It's not great in the opening hand because you're not going to get time to use it. Yeah, Cabin Storm would be good. I'm predicting a lot of burn spells and a lot of counters. Oops, that was close. Just so you know, I already think I'm losing this. I mean, what, turn 2, turn 3 Ledger Shredder? Like, forget it. At this point, all I'm really trying to do is let his guys power up and then hopefully get a board sweep going. I mean, he also literally got these, you know, hand-in-hand cards, you know, in his opening hand. Presumably that or he top-decked. Yeah, I'm not winning. I don't really have much options. He's going to start kicking my butt here pretty soon. I wish this didn't proc when you don't have both cards for it. I hate because it takes up priority. It's like a lot of times I'm just like passing the turn and it keeps asking me like, do you want to do it? I'm like, no, not particularly. I'm honestly surprised he doesn't have burn. There's the sweeper. I sincerely doubt he doesn't have a counter in his hand for it, though. At which point I'll just quit. I guess this is my only shot. There's got to be a reason why he's not really going all out. Let's let it go through. Mother f***ing Mana Drain again. As I've said before in one of my other videos, if I wanted to, I could just literally selectively record where I win. But that wouldn't really be too real. I do want you to see it, you know, theoretically I might have had a shot with that sweeper. But yeah, I'll go for it. Get the tap land out. Yeah, I would definitely want to get rid of this guy before he gets too powerful. one of these days I'm gonna make a video where I'm gonna see if I like. Right now I'm not winning. I sincerely doubt it. I wonder how accurately you can predict it. I've been playing this game since it came out, and after a while you start learning patterns, and it's just, you know. I don't know. On the offhand chance, I don't think he's gonna have anything that's gonna. I could rearrange, so I might as well just get the boots out. You know, I suppose this is the counter in my deck is just another efficient, you know, weenie deck. Because I really don't have answers for a big legion of like 1/1s. I guess I could add, like, Farewell to the deck or something. I'd like to get in one more match, hopefully one where I win. You know, I think I will go with this. Interesting. I better act fast. I don't know if you realize I can do this. As long as he doesn't have something to take care of Arabella, I think I've got this one.
Kill you! You are dead!
That's good. That's good. We end on a positive note. So like I said, that was the deck. I haven't really improved on it much since I created it. I probably could go back again, as I've said before, tweak it a little bit with some of the cards that have come out since Duskmourn. But there you go. If you saw any mistakes in my play and you want to point them out, you know, I don't mind constructive criticism. I'm always trying to learn to be a better player here. And if you have ideas for the deck, I'm always, you know, you see any cards here in this this deck list you think are worthless, just put in your comment and I'll change it, tweak it around. I'll give you credit. We see how it works another time. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this this inning, and please like and subscribe. Again, I'll go ahead and I'm going to post right now. I'll share the channels that I enjoy, that I've got inspiration from. I think very soon I'm going to finally make a Brawl deck that I saw on another channel. I mean, I'm not going to try to duplicate it, you know, card for card, but, you know, I did watch the video about a week ago. I don't remember what was in it, but I do kind of feel like making that deck now because it does seem like it'd be a lot of fun. But anyway, all right. Again, thank you very much, and we hope we find you safe at home. Thanks for tuning in.